during the day. It becomes the goal in life. And that's okay because the body is going through a change. But we need to understand that the month was put together for us for more than just physical reasons. It's more than just the body. And I remember living in the city of Cape Town in South Africa. And Cape Town is a very unique place because Muslims are concentrated together. It's like an Islamic state. It's like you're living in an Islamic state in certain sections of Cape Town. On the first day of fasting, I went to one of the stores, to the abattoir, to get meat. All the meat was gone. And I said to the brother, "Isn't this the month of Ramadan?" And he said, "Yes, but I sell more meat in the first few days than I do in 4 months." So we wondered, is it Shahru Siyam or is it Shahru Ta'am? Is it the month of fasting or the month of food? That is what we have to come to grips with, because it was made for both things. It was made for both. And we need to think about this and reflect on the fast so that we can get the greatest benefit out of the fast. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the second chapter of the Quran, verse 185, in the oft-repeated verses, has told us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. The month of Ramadan is that time in which the Quran was revealed. So it was revealed in this time as a guidance to humanity. وَبَيِّنَاتٍ, clear evidence from the guidance and from that which separates truth from falsehood. So right away we see other concepts of the month of Ramadan. Hudan linnas, guidance to humanity. How can it be guidance to humanity if people are starving, they're hungry? How is it guidance to humanity? Most people, when they are hungry, they lose control. But if we intentionally do this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the hunger can become a source of strength. It can become a source of knowledge, awareness, because we are controlling our physical needs, our sexuality, we're controlling it. And we're not hiding in a monastery. If we were hiding in a monastery, then the benefit is only just for us. We can only benefit from what is around us in the monastery. But we are working, we are outside in the world and fasting. Think about this. Outside in the world, amongst people, doing business, riding on the bus, but you are in a different world. You're in a different zone of existence. The person on the bus or walking, their existence is controlled to a great extent by their hunger, desire, their food. And so when lunchtime comes, they're thinking about, I want my food. For some people, they actually are eating food maybe close to 7 times per day. 7 times per day, people are eating food. How is this possible? He wakes up in the morning and takes breakfast. He goes to work, and then on his break, his morning break before lunch. He takes a break. Sometimes the food that people eat during the break is like a meal in another part of the world. That's 2. Then he takes his lunch. And sometimes that is like a major meal in another part of the world. That's 3. Then he goes home. And when he comes home, many people, when they come home, the first place they go to is the refrigerator. And they eat. And sometimes the food they eat is like a meal in another part of the world. Then he takes his dinner. He takes his dinner, which is major meal, right? And he's got number 6. And then some people, even when they watch TV in the evening, okay, they eat when they watch the television. Okay? And in some cases, after all of this possible times to eat, he goes to sleep, and around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, some people get up and they walk in their sleep and they eat. So 7 possible times. So that individual is governed by food. It's like a bird. When the bird flies, when the squirrel is looking outside, the squirrel is looking for food, survival. And getting the food is the most important aspect of the day. So human beings also get caught up in this. They think more about the food than anything else. Drink, also their drinks, which has become so important. Also their desires, the physical desire of man and woman. And for many people, that also governs their mind. So when that individual is now in society, he's thinking about food, drink, opposite sex, or making money in order to get more food, or to get a nice woman or a nice wife. Everything, desires. When a person is fasting and living in society, you have stepped out of your desires. You understand this concept? You're stepping out of your desire. Once you conquer the fast, you have to come over the first couple days, right? And it begins intellectually. We have to first understand the process. And if we understand it, then we can get the full benefit out of the fast. So the fasting person is living in society, but has stepped out of the physical needs. So in a sense, you're like an angel. You're like an angel. Because the malaika do not have desires. They do not have desires. So you can say that a Muslim who's keeping up the fast can possibly be in a state, angelic state, like an angel. So this is a blessing. Because the devil, the shayateen wa iyadhu billah, are always connected with shahawat, with desires. So now we step into an angelic state. And our body starts to go through a change. Many people fast. Many people do the same thing like we are doing physically. They stay away from food. Some people fast for health reasons. And we call the fast imsak. They do imsak. They abstain. They abstain for health reasons. Why is this? Some people go to the doctor, and the doctor finds they have a problem with sugar. Their insulin is thrown off. And so the doctor says, stay away from sugar. Abstain. This is imsak. So that person is doing imsak from sugar. Some people have allergies. They are allergic to peanuts. The doctor said, imsak. Do not touch peanuts or nuts. Stay away from it. In some cases, don't go near it. If you go near the smell of the peanut, your body will react. You see? So the doctor said, do imsak. Stay away from it completely. Abstain. And you will see now all types of diets, all types of forms of imsak that people are doing for health reasons, to improve health. Other people do imsak for social reasons, because they want to lose weight. And so they say lose weight. Especially for women, they say lose weight because the thin woman, they say, is the beautiful woman. And there was a woman in the 60s called Twiggy. She was a British woman. And she came out, and her modeling styles became the model of beauty, that you're so thin, you turn sideways, and you can't see them. Very thin, right? We want to have a nice atmosphere. Don't be angry, right? It's the end of the fast. When a man gets hungry, he's mad, he's angry. They say a hungry man is an angry man. Okay? But we want to relax. And so some people, in order to wear the clothing, they have to do imsak. The new jeans that they are wearing today are so tight, you have to pull it up your leg. That's the new style. It used to be a wide style. Then they made it smaller and smaller and smaller, so you can buy new jeans every year. It's for money, right? It's consumption. Then now they'll make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So you throw away your jeans last year. But the jeans are made for cowboys. Those jeans are made for people who used to deal with cows. Those pants can last for 5 years, man, unless you gain 20 pounds. And so the jeans they are wearing right now in Canada and America and the West, it's like they painted your leg. Tight jeans, right? Now, if you want to wear the tight jean and have a skinny leg, you have to lose weight. So some people fast in order to be very thin. And a disease was found. It's like a mental disorder. It was understood by the doctors called anorexia, where the young person would even vomit because they think that they're getting too big. So they fast for beauty reasons, social reasons. Other people fast for political reasons, and they call it a hunger strike. Many times in the prisons, they have hunger strikes. The Irish Republican Army was famous for this. Now there are some who are suffering in Israeli jails, Palestinian people, who are going on a hunger strike. You'll see it in the prison system in California. They were being punished in the prison, so they stopped eating food. So they stopped eating food for political reasons, to make their situation known by the world. And when you begin a hunger strike, somebody will come to you, if you're part of an organization, they will come to you and they will give you the rules of fasting. They will tell you what to do in order for your hunger strike to last for a long time. Because if you stop eating and move around too much, you won't last. And they want you to last.